awesome stuff. So I don't want to whisper, but my dude's watching a movie in the other room, so I want to whisper. Anyways, guys, I'm just gonna do a short video on some questions that you guys have. So I get spammed a lot, right, on Messenger, and they keep on telling me like, or like asking me about you know, like my case and stuff like that and what I'm doing and all that. And I mean, as far as your questions, what I talk about politically with Puerto Rico, like I said, that I learned in high school, middle school, charter school. So like I talk about that politically because that's a thing. Like it's a stereotype, but it's also like a thing that's happened to Puerto Rico. So I talk about that more professionally than the other stuff that I do. As far as my friends and stuff like that, like I said, they just want, like, we go back and forth a lot. So like I think I said it before, but it is on the lie detector test that I haven't failed like a scenario, if that makes sense. Like we want a cop to be there with his badge and hopefully like maybe he can even take a question because of the amount of like disbelief that I have in me, you know what I mean, from just like the negative actual like kind of like abusive type people. I feel like it's good to like showboat almost when you're like on top. And I know I didn't lie or anything like that. So like, yeah, it's on the lie detector test that they haven't undermined me sexually, or anybody hasn't. Like nobody's like allowed to fluctuate my sexual or regular energy. My friends that practice witchcraft are like, I found on these like cool amino apps for like witchcraft college kids. They're always in my messages and like, you know, always there in my thoughts. So no, that doesn't happen up to the severity of my friends feeling like they'll like have sexual intercourse at the same time as me if they feel right about it being uncomfortable for me, which has worked out that it's been at the same time. So you know, obviously you can get with your friends on just about anything. So that's, yeah, that's on the lie detector test. I haven't failed, you know, like at all. Luckily for me, because I'm like a tomboy and stuff like that, when I felt right about rape and stuff like that, I was kind of immediately like thrown into understanding it versus like more abuse, which is like, you know, very common for, you know, a tomboy or whatever. I wasn't like hurt emotionally or anything because drugs were involved and stuff. So, and even like in my thoughts and in my actions when people talk to me and stuff like that, I don't let them fluctuate my feelings, or I can't feel them trying to fluctuate my energy or my feelings. You know what I mean? Paying attention to like the more healthy aspect of my public speaking has really done that for me. But it is on the lie detector test, if you were wondering. Yeah, nobody wins with me. Up to my friends having sex at the same time as me. This is cool. Other characters. So I don't know if you guys remember me talking about Five Nights at Freddy's and stuff like that, and like being super convinced that the cast was like it just reminded me of my family like too eerily. I just want to be like, yeah, I got a couple more characters. Like I feel like I'm like Deadpool and stuff like that. I'm sure you guys remember. Maybe I'll do a video on like all of the specific stuff, but yeah. Pretty much you guys ask a lot of questions about my like healing and feelings and stuff. I teach mental health, yes. I teach mental health now. If you know what Wisdo is, that's an application for mental health. You can do that yourself if you wanted to. I also am doing public speaking and stuff. So yes. But yeah, it's on the lie detector test, and the lie detector test is with police officers present. Hopefully I can get one of them to like take the questionnaire, because just again, like I said, I was gonna document trauma and like make it like a beautiful like understanding of like how abusive, you know, people have been, but like people are in general, and like help advocate for trauma victims and stuff like that, and like see how good people can turn out kind of after this point. Yeah, that's what I'm in the process of doing. So learning more about mental health and like consistently, I want to, oh, you guys remember, yeah, do I want to change the part in the school system? It completes body language. If you guys didn't, like, if you guys weren't aware of that, didn't know, weren't aware of that, it changed body language. It like completes body language in my opinion, and I want to put that in middle school. Middle school makes sense for me. You should be fully capable of understanding what you can do with your human body, and there should be like cues for that and stuff like that. So it's just a set of general cues for body language, which is really awesome because it helps. Like, it's not even for trauma victims. Some of this stuff is from the 40s and the 60s. Like, for example, like pushing back your ears is from the 40s, terminology from the 40s. You know, it forces your cognitive perspective and makes the muscles in your face make your eyes focus. Or like, you know, vibrations, your heart's beating, you're vibrating. You can pretty much be like his silhouette, her silhouette, their silhouette, whatever. Or like your heart's beating, you're vibrating, her heart's beating, you're vibrating, my heart's beating, I'm vibrating. And fix like, because we work off vibrations, we can kind of fix any condensed energy that somebody's trying to send you that way. So yes, it's on the lie detector test that I haven't fucked up. Nobody's been able to fluctuate my sexual feelings, all of that stuff. Not to today's date, and I look often, you know, through the spectrum with my friends and through my phone, obviously, through my cell phone. Like, obviously, if somebody's not saying something to you or something like that, it's not that big of a deal. But because I have so many people inappropriately messaging me on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that with the kind of like person that I'm gonna be in the case that I have and stuff, like it's important to explain that like I could handle my own to you guys in the way that like I want you to understand that this has been like my entire life. It hasn't, I grew up tomboy, like I said, like, so I was like very, very like sheltered, but very like charter school sheltered tomboy, charter school to college. I got into like 7 different colleges, and I went to, you know, Westfield State University. So I got a lot of education. Again, since I've been through stuff, I want to help trauma victims now and do all of this stuff. That's why we're doing the whole consistency on YouTube now. I have to be consistent on YouTube. I have to make 3 videos a week, I think. It's what I promised you guys. So you'll see 3 videos a week. Yes, it is on the lie detector test that no one's been able to fluctuate my feelings, emotions, or get my attention when I don't want them to. Am I very open? Yes, the answer is yes. I'm super open as a person. I mean, I'm gonna be helping people that have been through bad situations. So you know what I mean? Like, as much practice as I can get in, I'll definitely get in. Yeah, hail Satan. I know more people than just the Satanist community through like college Satanist community, you know what I mean? Like, I know Buddhist, Muslims, all that stuff. You'll see it. I have to talk about religions, and I have to talk about, you know, I have to do that part professionally, because yes, I do talk about it politically, the hormones and stuff like that. Puerto Rico, the stereotype and the hormones to Puerto Rico, you know, like what I talk about with Puerto Rico, that's politically based. So it's more serious. It's going to be like in my TED talk or like in my public speaking. So, you know, with my channel, unfortunately, you might have like a huge variety. If you're not like political, or like if you're not into politics, I can kind of get it. But with my channel, you kind of have like a bigger variety as far as that. You have political, I might do like my makeup, like I do fire dancing. I work for a company like Coachella, you know what Coachella is. So it's like huge festivals, like, so the kind of people that we want to hire and stuff like that. So I hope you can kind of understand my perspective. Dogma is the idea that other people's thoughts and opinions affect you and stuff like that. I'm not into dogma. Thank you for being the Luc Rosette. Luc Rosette is just like a group of like-minded people that like follow my public speaking, because that's super important. And yeah, what else? Spanish Harley, what else? Fire dancing. I'm sure you'll see fire dancing on here. I'm sure you'll see a bunch of stuff. My makeup, different weird outfits, all that cool ass shit. Festivals and like famous people and all that stuff. So that's good. About my political stuff, yes, that has to be super professional. I have to like dress up like my public speech. I'm sure you guys have watched my YouTube channel. If you've seen any of my, if you scroll my YouTube channel all the way down, you'll see like my first public speech that was in Texas at Arts de la Rosa. So I talk about that. I'm wicked awesome. I think I'm like, what is it? PewDiePie. Like a more fun version of an activist or something like that. I hope you guys enjoy me. I'm going to be sticking around. I'm going to change the school system and stuff. So that's there. There's nothing really else to say. Yeah, like there's a lot on the lie detector test. If you guys are wondering about the lie detector test technology that we're making, so like the rape bracelet, I kept on talking about, if you guys were watching my YouTube, my stories and stuff like that, we're talking about adding technology to the scene. So it's like rape bracelet with a camera on it. That's what I'm trying to do for myself, just because it's good variety. But like, I mean, there's a lot of rape bracelets in general. The technology is there and it could definitely advance. And rape pens, drug pens, you know, that you put into drinks and stuff like that, that light up different colors and stuff for them and all that. My lips are super chapped, I'm sorry. You can probably tell. Yeah, I'll probably do a video on like the whole Five Nights at Freddy's thing that I referenced, like the cast being like looking like eerily like my family and stuff. Like I'll do like a inspired like video or something like that tomorrow or something, so I can talk to you about all the characters that I think I am, like Tommy Pickles and like the female Deadpool and stuff. Hopefully you're not upset and hopefully you love it. So yeah, I'm excited. If anything else comes up for the lie detector test, I'll give you like synopsis. Like obviously I've never been sexual with my family members, all that stuff is on there. Like you know, have I done this or that? And I'm going to be taking those lie detector tests every 2 years with police present. It's a huge, what I'm trying to do is like it's a huge company. It's a huge project, but we just started. So, and I only do some parts of it, you know. I only do public speaking and clear-mindedness and like helping advocate, you know, suicide and drug prevention is what we donate to. So you'll see it, and we can hire famous people, you know, like Ash Nico or like I got a Ghostmane, Ash Nico, maybe like Shake Well, Suicide Boys, stuff like that. I'm trying to hire those. But you know, again, I'm one person that works for that company. I love you guys. Stay on. I know that you guys are looking for us as far as clothing. We're gonna start off small, so I'm gonna add like a clothing brand to my YouTube channel so you guys can kind of see what Odd Nation is about, what Odd is, and what we, you know, believe in and stuff like that. And then also you can see some of my merchandise, so my face on it, and like Spanish Harley, or like my face, like clown makeup. We'll do a bunch of cool stuff. I'm really excited for it. It's fun. And yeah, then you can see my more serious side, public speaking, all that stuff, and like how my story has inspired me. I'm trying to do some contortionist work. Hopefully I can do some contortionist workouts this week even, because that's needed, because I want to do the fire dancing and like the in the air stuff that, would be cool for like me to do. I'm so scared of, I'm sorry, like, my lips are so chapped, so I'm like ugly smiling at you guys, but I'm so scared of like being up in the air and like doing all that stuff, but I really want to conquer my fear in life and like with this stuff, so hopefully you'll be supportive. I love you guys. Spanish Harley. Yeah, you guys are gonna see me on a trapeze, listening in the trapeze swinger one day, just like aerial, mid-air, and like my monkey ball kimono or something, or like a cooler outfit, I don't know. So I'm excited. I love you guys. Sorry about my chapped lips. There's always like something wrong when I'm filming, but I never care like a guy. Okay, peace. To the Lucozette. Stay odd. I know you see my hand there. I'm sorry about my hand there. Peace. I don't know what else to say to you guys. The Lucozette. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Guy.